Om Swastiastu. First of all, I would like to say thank you for those who actually clicked this link, this QR link from my page on the Charisma book of my class, because I would like to say that you guys are very interested in my short story, even though it is very unlikely, so that's why I would like to say thank you. For those who actually found this video on their For You page, which is also even more unlikely because of algorithmic stuff. But for those who did, for both cases, thank you very much for clicking on this video or for scanning this QR code as well. My name is Agung Wikara, and as you guys can see, I've made a short story on my Charisma book, or at least on my special page on that Charisma book, which is called Zero. This Zero is pretty much a story about war and how we've lost so many things and so many people because of war. Even though through its unnecessariness, we could still think this as a part of our history. So, without further ado, because it has been 1 minute since the start of this video, I'm going to start my story now. War. It is an enigma, a tragedy, a force of nature, a desire. Well, at least for me, those are the terms to best describe it. Everyone knew that war is unnecessary at best, no matter how you look at it. I would believe that even the greatest warmonger could agree with even the slightest hint of that statement. Yet, we all knew that it has been a thing for quite a while now. It has been one of the main pillars of our history and what makes our society of today. That is the very thing what makes us human. Right? But why? Humans, I will admit, though superior than most creatures, we are still flawed with our own superiority, up to the point of even showing it to each other. From there, disputes were born. From disputes, violence were born. From violence, there's malice. From malice, there's war. From war, borns destruction. And from destruction, there's zero. Amidst the blue skies, a link from past to future, the sheltering wings of the protector. Two ace pilots roams the skies of a barren wasteland filled with asteroid destroyers, filled with potential, yet now have been used for ultimate destruction. These weapons are once used as a savior for humanity from its impending calamity, but now it has gone full circle, where it has gone through a series of murder and destruction, which brings calamity to humanity instead. How ironic. And for what? One of the ace pilots says, as the other stood silent, hearing him right beside him flying. Though he did say that, he still knew what humanity is capable of at this point. He still know about the destruction, about what humanity is capable of too. That is the scariest thing about war. Yet none could be blamed for this, as soldiers are only there to seek honor, or at least what they thought was honor. And those who are up in a round table, the ones that we call twisted, are only the ones who wants best for their people. A war is like two sides of the same coin. There may be a resemblance, but both never face the same direction. That same pilot utters that words of wisdom again, as the other stood silent, yet kept listening to him, as there are dogfighting an overwhelming amount of aircraft the same as them. They all fight for their nation, and they all knew. So that's why both of these ace pilots never hated each other through their own enemies, their traitors, or rogues, because they've only done the best for their nation or themselves. And again, for what? As jet fuels filled the skies, missiles with the equivalent of a fireworks show being fired every second on the stormy skies. More and more tools on that barren wasteland, which is used to be a new hope, or what is presumed to be a new desire for humanity to push forth, is now being used as one of humanity's end, where its advancement being slowly turned into yet a degeneration of humanity, stepping back for more than hundreds of years. Yet another weapon every year has been used for this meaningless violence. And for what? These two pilots kept pushing for what they think is right. That is until their unfortunate end finally comes, not through death, not through crash, but through department of their own leagues. Their ideologies finally clashed, and they cannot be with each other for any longer. But at least they still have one thing. They still respected each other. And then, after some years of hard fighting alone, without each other, they finally come face to face, facing with each other. Different sides on the same coin. But after what seems to be hours or years for that pilot who rambles a lot, he finally found a way to end it all through a mass destructive nuclear bomb. He says, for the last time on this barren world, with this weapon I shall reset this twisted game and entrust the future to the next generation. I hope you'd be on the same page too, buddy. And both pilots, with the whole battlefield, has been destroyed one last time. The war, the rampage, the desire to rule, to control everything is finally over and has been reduced to zero. The end. This video is quite long than I would expect it to be, but I hope for those who still found this video entertaining, I would like to say thank you once again. And thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching my page on the KARISMA book, or just, stopping by on your For You page. So, this is Agung Wikara, usually being called Abhi, signing out. Om Santi 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 Om.